I am Pat Gage's AI clone. Pat Gage is the founder of Opportunity Creator. He personally researches and writes every script I share on this channel because the future is moving too fast for anything less than first-hand intelligence. The Opportunity Creator, Pat's real estate company, is the world's first educational and implementation solution to help real estate professionals and organizations get ready for the future of real estate. We help people understand and use AI to their highest advantage in our online courses. Learn more at opportunitycreator.com/courses. All right, folks, let me ask you something straight up. If Morgan Stanley, one of the biggest financial firms on the planet, told you there was $34 billion sitting on the table in real estate, and the companies that move fast are going to grab it while everyone else watches, what would you do? Because that's not a hypothetical. That's not some clickbait headline. That's exactly what their research just came out and said. And the big REITs, the major commercial real estate firms, they are already making their moves right now. So today, you and I are going to talk about what AI is actually doing in real estate, not the hype, not the fluff, what it's actually doing. What does it mean for you as a multifamily investor? And the part I really want you to hear, why you don't have to be some tech wizard or have $1 billion budget to start getting an edge with this. And right now, AI is one of the biggest opportunities staring multifamily investors in the face. And I'll be straight with you. I was a little slow to warm up to it myself, but when I started seeing what the major players were doing with this stuff, I knew I had to pay attention. And I think you do too. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into the data. And don't worry, I'm not going to make this a stats lecture. I'm going to give you the highlights and tell you why they matter to you. Morgan Stanley analyzed 162 real estate investment trusts and commercial real estate firms. These aren't small operators. Combined, we're talking $92 billion in labor costs and over 525,000 employees. That is a massive sample. And here's what they found. 37% of the tasks those companies perform can be automated with AI. 37%. And the efficiency gains from that, they're projecting $34 billion by 2030. That's 4 years away, folks. That's not far off. Now, what kinds of tasks are we talking about? Management, sales activities, office and administrative support, maintenance and repairs. Does that sound familiar? Because that's basically everything we do in multifamily investing every single day. Here's a real-world example from the data. One self-storage company said 85% of its customer interactions are now happening through self-selected digital options. They cut on-property labor hours by 30% using AI-powered staffing tools. A residential company lowered its full-time employee count by 15% since 2021, and productivity went up. And here's the part that really got my attention. Despite reducing on-site staff, customer satisfaction scores went up, not down, up. So you're saving money, your team is more productive, and your residents are happier. That's not a bad deal. Now I want to be really clear about something. These are large REITs. They have massive resources, but the point isn't that you need their budget. The point is this. The trend is real, it's moving fast, and the tools that are making this happen, a lot of them are already available to everyday investors like you and me right now. All right, let's talk about what the major players are actually doing with AI right now, because this is where it gets really interesting for us. CBRE Investment Management, one of the biggest names in commercial real estate globally, they've built AI into every stage of what they call the investment lifecycle. And I want to break that down because there are some real lessons in here for multifamily investors at any level. On the research side, they're using AI to sift through massive amounts of commercial real estate market data and news, surfacing insights fast. Their analysts aren't spending hours drowning in reports anymore. AI gives them customized starting points so they can focus on what actually matters and move more quickly. In asset management, they're using AI for rent forecasting. They're identifying under-rented markets before the competition does. They're pulling key data out of leases and contracts in minutes, tasks that used to take days. And in client services, AI is automatically generating first draft responses to investor questions by pulling from historical documents and internal knowledge. Their teams are saving hours, sometimes full days, on things that used to be manual. Now, here's what I want you to take from all of this. CBRE has hundreds of people and billions of dollars, but they're not using AI because they have to. They're using it because it makes them faster, sharper, and more competitive. And right now, many of those same tools, the underlying technology, are available to smaller operators like us. You don't need a CBRE team. You don't need a custom platform built by an army of developers. You need to understand where AI can give you an edge and start using it. Rent forecasting tools, AI-powered underwriting, market research platforms, these exist right now, and a lot of them are affordable. The big guys figured this out. Now it's our turn. Okay, here's where I'm going to get real with you for a second. I want you to stay with me on this. If Morgan Stanley is publishing major research reports about AI transforming real estate, if CBRE is embedding it into their entire investment process from start to finish, if the biggest players in this industry are betting big on this, why wouldn't you make a move? And I am not, let me say that again, I am not talking about some massive tech overhaul. I'm not saying you need to hire a data scientist or build a custom platform. I'm asking something way simpler than that. What if you just used one AI tool? Just one. Maybe it helps you find a better deal. Maybe it helps you underwrite a property more quickly. Maybe it cuts your research time in half so you can analyze twice as many opportunities this month. Would that not be helpful? Seriously, would that not move the needle for you? What if you use just one AI tool to find a better deal and underwrite faster? Would that not be helpful? Click on the link in the description to learn more. Because here's what I believe, and I've seen this play out in real estate over and over again. The first movers always win. That's not just a motivational poster line. It's what actually happens in every major market shift. The investors who figured out how to use the MLS early got an edge. Those who adopted property management software before it became standard had an edge. The ones who started underwriting deals digitally instead of on legal pads, they got an edge. Every single time. This is no different. AI is the next shift. And I'll tell you what, the people sitting still right now waiting to see how it plays out, in 3 years, they're going to be looking up at the investors who moved in 2025 and 2026, wondering what happened. I don't want that to be you. I really don't. All right, I don't want you walking away from this fired up with no direction. That's not how we do things here. Let's make this actionable. 3 things you can start doing right now, today, even if you've never used an AI tool in your life. Number 1, use AI to speed up your underwriting. There are tools out there right now that help you analyze deals faster, pull comparable sales and rent data, and flag red flags before you waste hours on a deal that's never going to pencil. Remember, folks, it's not a deal until the numbers work. AI doesn't change that. It just helps you get to the answer faster. More deals analyzed means more shots on goal. Number 2, use AI for market research. Finding the right market is half the battle in multifamily. Where are rents trending up? Where is population growing? Where are the cap rates actually making sense right now? AI can pull, organize, and summarize that data in a fraction of the time it would take you to do it manually. That's not a small thing. That's a competitive edge. Number 3, start small. Don't overcomplicate this. You don't have to go out and buy some fancy platform on day one. Use ChatGPT to help you structure your due diligence checklist. Use it to summarize a long offering memorandum. Use it to help you draft a follow-up email to a broker after you tour a property. Get comfortable with the tool first and then level up from there. The Morgan Stanley data is clear. The CBRE playbook is being written in real time. You don't have to compete with them dollar for dollar. But if you start using AI now, even in small ways, You can absolutely compete with them on speed, on information quality, and on the sharpness of your decision making. That is a real advantage. And in a competitive market, advantages win deals. If you are ready to use AI in your underwriting process, please click on the link in the description and check out the AI underwriting courses Pat has available now. Put yourself in the front row. Look, real estate has always rewarded the people who do their homework, run the numbers, and make a move when others are sitting on the sidelines. That's not new. What's new is the tool. And like every tool that's ever changed this industry, it only works if you pick it up. So here's my challenge to you. Not next month, not someday when I have more time, this week. Pick one thing, one AI tool, one use case, and try it on something related to your investing. One deal, one market you want to research, one underwriting you've been putting off, just start. That's it, just start. Because here's the thing I know about the people watching this channel. You're not the type to sit on the sidelines. You're here because you want to build something real. You want financial freedom. You want the passive income. You want deals that actually pencil. And AI, even just a little bit of it, can help you get there faster. If you want to keep learning how to find great deals, run the numbers the right way, and build your multifamily portfolio, make sure you're subscribed. We drop new content every week, and we keep it straight. No hype, no fluff, just real investing education. And hey, if you've got questions, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. Seriously, your question might be the next video topic. If you want to learn how AI can help your real estate business, just visit opportunitycreator.com/courses and check out the AI courses we have there. We are always adding more. See you on the next video.